Adolfo Yamamakwaba Ediba Vimba TV. So Blakk Rasta atoto attacks Edi Sarkodie. Moment short video we. Yaba.
All in all, Iyanya, I'm not a fan of your music. I've never even listened to your music for 10 seconds. But I'm now going to listen to your music more and more. And if I can buy it, I will buy it. And if I happen to meet you, I'm going to buy a copy and ask you to autograph it for me. Because you've gained my respect. As for the other guy, as I said, if I had my way, I would strip him off his ambassadorial deals and ban his music for some period of time. That way, they would have common sense next time when they talk.
Kaya Iyanya eba Ghana grantee a couple interviews with media houses or taking responsibility for his failed relationship with Yvonne Nelson. Ochemwa or say Ushia Yvonne Nelson, he was young and stupid, so therefore he did things he wouldn't have done now that he's grown and wise. Now Otwas also attack Yvonne Nelson in any way, but instead defended her, saying she's going through a lot. So the book also forms part of her healing process. Now, even though a lot of Ghanaians, EGD say Yvonne Nelson and Iyanya saga, no, Iyanya is just trying to talk smart, just to win the heart of many people. No, Ebinum so believed say actually Iyanya is a gentleman as compared to Sarkodie on Onsuni Din Eba Buki Moa. Just obe release song title here, Try Me. EDD Yvonne Nelson at them. According to Blakk Rasta, or say Iyanya winning a respect. Now ontie Iyanya nyumpo, ontie bimpo da. Now so henceforth he is now a big fan of Iyanya. What was also explaining say if he had his own way, anka or best trip Sarkodie of all ambassadorial deals or one who are banning the music for a certain period of time. Send a Sarkodie bisuyanyansa. A Blakk Rasta influence or say Sarkodie actually don't have things on your wise as compared to Iyanya. We and ama a lot of Sark native fans ebuefu Blakk Rasta. Sark native haters and so AGD say chese dear Blakk Rasta e canon a fact. Mumienko tie Blakk Rasta kasa yeba yebeto amuso.
Who is grown? This is a guy who has wisdom, not Sarkodie. Sarkodie rather made a song which he called Try Me, daring a woman, and went ahead to call her a prostitute, a street prostitute. Went ahead to ask in that vulgar piece, how many hoods have you sucked? I can't use the real word he put in there. Can you imagine? Imagine the wisdom coming from Iyanya. Iyanya says, yes, we had issues. I lied to her. I am not going to sit on radio and walk on the streets and talk about a relationship that we had that was so nice. I lied to her. It is true. If I had my own way and a chance, I will sit with Yvonne so we'll talk over whatever issues we had. This was what we were expecting Sarkodie to say. Remember I said this a couple of weeks ago, that this was how Sarkodie should have approached it. Today, listen to what Iyanya is saying. This is a matured guy. He blames himself for the breakdown of the relationship. That is what a matured man should be doing. Now, if you read the story further, it says, Yvonne Nelson is healing. And for that reason, do not judge her. Of course, everybody knows that Yvonne Nelson is going through a mental torture. We all go through it time after time. Nobody in Ghana is sane right now as we speak. Dirty politicians have turned us out inside, up, and bottom. But as we stand, trying to be strong, we need to encourage each other on the way. I would like to say, Iyanya, you have spoken words of wisdom. The other guy was very, very dumb in his assertions. The other guy was so immature. And I wonder who advises this guy. But all in all, Iyanya, I'm not a fan of your music. I've never even listened to your music for 10 seconds. But I'm now going to listen to your music more and more. And if I can buy it, I will buy it. And if I happen to meet you, I'm going to buy a copy and ask you to autograph it for me, because you've gained my respect. As for the other guy, as I said, if I had my way, I would strip him off his ambassadorial deals and ban his music for some period of time. That way, they would have common sense next time when they talk. Somebody asked me the other time.
Adolfo, that was Blakk Rasta. Na odidi Sarkodie atem kanadwin e de acheno. In fact, yenim say a lot of people couldn't be privileged to see or watch some previous interviews of Iyanya na or kasa well e de afa Yvonne Nelson hu. And also waha ye be share that particular video with you. All credit to GH1 TV. Baby a chese Iyanya e ko PM o praise Yvonne Nelson, tagging her as addictive and a very sweet lady. Na or so edgy blame no over their failed relationship. Mummy that particular video, so we then, there were revelations coming out that you were dating Yvonne Nelson back to back, and the conversations were just dating back to back. No, I mean the conversations were going back to back. So we kept hearing stuff on the net. You're confirming right now that you guys had a relationship.
Of course we did.
It was a serious relationship, or
very serious relationship.
That was your girlfriend.
Yeah. That was
how was it like dating?
It was beautiful, It was beautiful. She's, when you're with her, she's quite addictive. You just fall for it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Did you envision a future with her? Were you trying to build on something outside? I mean, when you're young, you have this whole fairy tale idea, but deep down, did you feel like she was the one you wanted to actually end up being with?
Of course, that's why I did a tattoo of her on my arm,
Do you still have it?
Nah, I had to put another one on it, but I
So what did you put on it?
I'll show you.
Another name?
No, gee, look at you.
I mean, I'm just making sure. We just want to be sure.
I'll show you after the show.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Where is it? Is it on your arms?
Right here. It was.
Let's see it.
No, I'm not going to show you right here. After the show, I'll show you. But it was a beautiful experience,
I must say that, listen, he looks like that guy that, is just broken. I'm like, whose heart can be broken?
I don't know. From what I can sense, because I have the spirit of discernment.
Oh, Jesus.
It's given.
What's a church called?
No, it's given. He's an extremist. I think when he loves. When he's off,
I'm off. Are you? Oh, you. What's your church called?
The Lost Garden Ministries.
Okay. It's giving.
Let's come back to that conversation. Yeah. So you and Yvonne dated. It didn't work. She broke your heart, according to you. That's what you're saying, no?
So when I say she broke my heart, what I mean is when the relationship went sour, that was not a good time for me,
I'm sure for her too.
So why did it go sour in your?
I'll be honest. When I met Yvonne, my career just started.
Okay.
I had like 2 songs only.
Oh.
And that was the time when if you get a call, you have to move. No matter, sometimes it's free, sometimes it's not free. And that's when I met Yvonne, and that's when she used to come all the way from Ghana and stuff. So there were times I had to lie to her and say, hey, I'm still outside, but I was going for a show, and she didn't like stuff like that. So I think my career really came in between the relationship, because I had to choose either Yvonne, my emotions, or my career.
Okay. Yeah. So per the speculations that we're all aware of, that she came out to say that it was due to the fact that there were times where you weren't really truthful to her about certain things. Would you say you are finally ready to take full accountability to say, okay, I played a part? I mean, I understand that maybe what you're saying was a part when it comes to the whole breakup or the relationship going south, but are you ready to actually take full account to say, okay, I did other things that might have triggered or might have gotten us in the situation?
I was younger than I am right now. Obviously, more. I'm more experienced now. I've learned more things now. Maybe if I met her, this season of my life, it'd be better.
Do you wish I was young at this stage of your life?
Sometimes, you know, you just wish, I wish I met this person now.
And that was more.
I know better.
But that's sweet.
Well, I was young, you know, I was just a young
Iyanya
guy.
is giving us all the sweetness. I don't even know if I want to ask more than hard questions, guys. Help me.
Well, but I'm just being honest. I'm just being very honest. Like, you have to give people the room to be themselves. You know, at every level they find it. You know, you can't say a guy is 15 or 18 and you expect him to act 25.
True.
So when I met her, I was quite younger than I am now. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way I was going to treat her like I would if if I had her now. So.
Listen, we saw. So since we are on the Ivonels, let's kill that issue and then get it over and done with.
You know, like Jesus Christ.
Let's get it over and done with. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I mean, so I was expected that you knew. You know who asked.
I wish you guys didn't, but I mean, my CEO was like, you know, this is coming somewhere.
So for me, it's about the book that was.
Yeah,
we saw a video of you promoting the book or talking about. So the video was like, say what you know about Yvonne Nelson or how you met her, and it was a beautiful video. When I saw, I was like, okay, there's no bad blood here. Then fast forward, book was released, and then you're all over the place, and they're talking about you. We tweeted subtle jabs, small. We saw your tweets, but how do you really feel about this book?
I felt bad, and I also reached out to her and I told her this doesn't feel good, because every time this conversation is up, I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy. I'm always, people see me and they think I don't have emotions. Maybe I just wake up and go, this girl today, she looks good, I'm going to break her heart. I just go break, finish, I move. Hey, I'm going to break it. It's not fun, you understand? I have sisters. A woman gave birth to me, so I understand the power of women and how to protect them and love them, but I guess love is really not my thing,
It's not your thing?
Yeah, because, I don't understand why, every time, I'm trying to get into a new relationship, like this last one now, I was talking to somebody, and then the book came, she's not talking to me anymore. Because she doesn't want to be in the next book, so it's just like, how do you manage this kind of thing? I've not recovered from the first one.
Adolfo Iyanya nso ena mote ninka chese na o praise chese Yvonne Nelson devoid any attack, just as Blakk Rasta was saying, being the opposite of Sarkodie, who rather attacked Yvonne Nelson. A lot of people are saying Sarkodie did what he had to do. In fact, he was right. The likes of Councillor Luchot, Kwame A+, and a few more celebrities are just supporting Sarkodie's attack, even to the extent Councillor Luchot Sarkodie deserves to release a part 2 this song directed towards Yvonne Nelson Bima. He will insult Yvonne Nelson harder in that particular song. Any update ever on this particular story? I hear for Eddie Bebremu, Vimbas TV so, and I will once again. Yada CP.
Vimbas TV.